Hi everyone and a very warm welcome back to the SC League Monthly One Tournament for June. Today we have Stahl and Koops Diablo for a couple of games. Stahl is over on the right in blue, playing as the 5th Panzer Division, all about those heavy tanks, and over on the left, Koops Diablo playing in red as the 39th, and again, you know, does have those heavy tanks. Early units, couple of defense spare, they do have that forward deployment trait, so they are out a little bit further forward. Lux coming in at the back, over the other side, Koops does have some recon coming in, a little bit slower. Good spread of units for both players across the map. T-80B up at the top there, so one big tank up at the top going into the forest. I would say that's a bad place for a tank, but right now tanks are doing so well against infantry, it might not do too badly in there. Down here we do have a Leo 2A3 coming in for the centre as well, so both players early expense. Single command in for Stahl, going in here and then heading up to the centre. Two commands in at the other side though for Koops. He's got one down at the bottom. It's going to sit in that corner by the looks of it, or at least cap it and then move out. And then we do have one that's going into the centre now, just sitting at that back spot there. Little M40 getting into that building there. Early skirmishing with the Lux. Smoke gone down there, interestingly. Obviously that's to stop the Conkers firing, but the BMP-1 gets the kill. Leo 2A3 there, engaging on those Conkers. Conkers should be able to fire back, though obviously certainly at risk from that tank. There we go, bit of damage, not a lot to the front armour though. The Conkers, unfortunately, only 20 pen. Front armour of this thing is 19, so it's just doing a little bit of damage each hit. And they are dead. Tank meta is real. Killing all the anti-tank stuff. Command is in, centre is neutralised. No one with really any early advantage in points this time. It's all about what happens in the middle here now. T-80 up there, getting plenty of shots off on this area. Should be able to kill the M40, though most of the damage seemingly done to the Fernspire right now. This area not looking so good for Koops at the moment. Stahl kind of has a little bit of free reign with that Leo. I expect we might see the T-80 move in. Oh, SU-25 rocket coming in for that. Good choice. It has smoked, but the rocket attack should still be able to engage. Should do a reasonable amount of damage. It's not firing. Oh, that's not good. Gepard getting plenty of shots off at that. Will stun it down. Yep, and it's evacing. F-104G also in. Cubs engaging on that. That's evacing now. Lots of damage done to the SU-25 though. Surely the F-104 will go down. It's dodging. There it goes, finally. Wow. Stahl is also pushing at the bottom here. Almost missed that. That said, Koops has also pushed out a little bit, so they're kind of met in the middle. Who's winning here? Hard to say. I think Koops is winning this little battle, because these are already badly damaged. Feldjäger are about to die. And they're all stressed out. I think these vehicles have just provided a good bit of fire support there. Couple of tanks coming in the other side. T-80Bs. I was going to say, when are we going to see more tanks from Koops? He has that tank coming in, but it is damaged. And the recoilless rifle is still alive there. Oh, side shot! Oh! That was very unfortunate. Yeah, the building was destroyed. They just sat in the ruins, and yeah, that was nasty. Very, very nasty. Firing now at the Motrazvedka, but that's an unfortunate loss of that T-80. A little bit more progress here for Koops. I mean, he's doing a good job here. He is making progress, but he's about to meet this tank. And also the Leo 1A5 at the top, apparently. Both of them fired at that at the same time. There's another M48 coming in here, and yeah, there's more reinforcements coming in there. It could be about who gets hold of the centre here, and certainly that Leo 2A3 is making slow but steady progress, has had to retreat, but they're still picking stuff off, and there's a couple of Leos coming in at the top of that point as well. Should be able to deal with that Motrazvedka. does have the RPG-22, of course, which does do 15 damage, but I think those tanks will deal with the infantry sooner. Ongoing skirmishing here. Chopper is in for Koops, but there is a Fliegerforce in there, which has caused that to already be pulled back. Command has been moved out for Koops, and looking like Stahl is in a much better position in the centre at the moment. Currently +3 to Stahl. He is ticking up those points. This is ongoing skirmish here, but look at this wall of units coming in. I mean, I think these two squads of infantry have done fantastically well, but I think they're in trouble now. Some more coming in here. Oh, vehicle destroyed before the infantry are out of it. This is turning into a bad fight for Koops. There's a lot of stuff coming in. These units have held out, though. He should be pleased with that, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. He's just simply outnumbered. One Motorstrelke BMP-3 coming in there. Where's it actually going? It is going down here, but there's not going to be a lot defending this point from everything that's coming in here. I think Stahl will get into this bottom point here. Apache under fire from the Strela there. Strela is now reloading, which is not ideal. That Apache is turned around and is engaging. Absolutely annihilates it. Absolutely annihilates it. Good push here from Stahl. T-80 pushed up here. Engaging on that Leo. Not doing a huge amount of damage to the front armor of that Leo. And is destroyed. I think Koops might be in trouble here. Another tank coming in at the top there. It's really a question of whether Koops can push back against this incoming force at the bottom. He can certainly probably squeeze back in at the top in a corner or something. I mean, that command's already coming in down here. But there are those two tanks down here now. Apache managed to escape with its life. 1 pip of health. Yeah, look at this force pushing in. Are we seeing another command come in? Yeah, Jaeger commander coming in for the bottom there. Man back in the centre for Koops though. Back to neutralised. 500 points isn't a big advantage in terms of victory points, but the concern right now is the number of units perhaps that Koops has lost. In terms of, you know, value of units still left on the field. And I think Stahl has just done a better job there, and it does make a difference. BMP-3 doing a good job, though. Still a very good unit. Autocannon and a cannon. Yeah, doing a very good job. Badly damaged now, though. Bit more progress at the top for Koops. He will get back in that corner. And the stuff up here is damaged. I mean, the M40 is a little bit damaged by its little icon there. Not so much by this. And the Leo is also damaged. Sounds like an aircraft came in there. Was HE bomber dropped at the back here. I don't think it got many kills. Commander coming straight in there. Sapri RPO moving in here. Is unfortunately destroyed as it comes in. I think that's the second vehicle there that was destroyed. Yeah, I think Koops has got issues down here. Up in the centre. Gepard doing a good job at staving off that recon chopper. Another loss of a tank there. Panzergrenadier Marder's way up front. Command being moved out for Stahl. Command back in for Koops. Back to neutralised. That command will come straight back in, though, I'm sure. Chopper trying his best to do some damage here, but the Fliegerforce are up with the other units to help defend against aircraft. Progress here. T-80 manages to kill that damaged 1A5. Some progress for these infantry as well. Certainly Koops will hold on to that top corner. Just needs to clear up the infantry in here. Everything's damaged now. I don't see any resupply coming in. More tanks coming in for the bottom here. HE Bomber coming in again, going for the back point there on that command. Is the command going to run into it here? Oh, beautiful strike. Command is dead. He will be pleased with that. Command vehicle is moving out of the way, though. Maybe he could have got it back in, but yeah, would have been risky. I'm sure it will go back in eventually, but Stahl currently +4. With just under 30 minutes left of the game, and it could all turn around. You know, we've seen that before. Early losses don't mean the end of the game. You can turn it around and start getting some kills. I mean, all of this stuff that came in here, if Coops can clear that up, it means that realistically Stahl has also lost a lot, but he has gained some territory in the meantime. But these need to be cleared out before all those Leo 1A5s come in the back. Two of them are going to get there, I think, before these infantry are cleared. In the centre, T-80 was damaged. Oh, there's a 2A4 there now as well. Stahl not messing about. Big heavy tanks in the centre. Another 2A4 coming in as well. Wow. That's pretty brutal. No T-80 UDs available the other side, obviously. This isn't the 79th, it's the 39th. SU-25 rocket coming in for those Zischerungs. I mean, it's changing targets again. We saw this last time and it seemed to really struggle to kill stuff when changing targets, this. But it's very good at killing tanks. I found that myself in a game. It's just they're very effective at just taking out individual tanks, whether it's front or side armor. I guess they're doing damage on the top with the rockets. Command being moved back in. Needs to be careful here. That Leo isn't get. Oh, Leo should die here though. Oh no. Smoked in time. SU-25 heading back around the top here. Not much AA down here now. Flieger Force is out of ammo. A little bit worried about this when that M48 charges through here. Is that visible? It's just not visible. He's going for the BMP-3 instead. SU-25 rockets still flittering about here. Not that many rockets left though. BMP-3 sadly not getting any hits there and does die. Making progress on the centre is going to be really, really hard for Coops now with those two 2A4s and a 2A3 there. That is going to be a really difficult position to push. And I suspect Stahl will start pushing against Coops in the centre soon. Another command coming in down here. Unsurprisingly, will neutralise the point. Still +2 to Stahl. Rocket attack coming in, going for the M48. Does do some damage, but the F-104 is in again. Or should I say the new one. It's taking fire from the Cub, though. Nice range on that Cub, sitting in the middle of the map. Another Flieger Force in the way in here. And Pioneer, some Jaeger. Just various amounts of reinforcements coming in there. T-80BV, the biggest tank available to Coops on the way in, along with an Mi-24 rocket attack chopper, which also has the Kokon missile, so technically is AT as well. He's going to need that to deal with the tanks. Units deploying here against these Feldjäger. Already taking fire from the Leos over here, though. Managed to kill a BMP immediately. I mean, the Motostrelki Metas should be able to clear these infantry. BMP's up here engaging. HE Bomber getting those units crossing there. Very helpful. Obviously, they're putting that command at risk. Well done. Command has been killed again in the corner. Back to neutralise, but Stahl still in the lead with over 1,000 points now. So he's hit the halfway mark. Just over 25 minutes left of this game, and it's looking like a challenging comeback at this point for Coops. It's mainly these big tanks in the middle that worry me. I think he can clear this. He's obviously having to expend a fair amount of resources to do that, of course, but I think he will clear it. Roland 3 in at the back here. Going for that MiG-27 laser guided bomber. Command has been killed in the centre. +3 to Stahl. That means another expense of another command for Koops to retake the center point, or at least to neutralize it, you know. Apache is fully repaired and rearmed at the back there. A little bit of skirmishing up here. Obviously, Koops would win that fight, but it's, you know, how far can Koops get with all of these sat around here? That Alouette is pretty much landed at the moment. Certainly sitting low. What's its view distance? Not too bad, actually, considering it's low. BTR coming in at the top. We'll want to get in that top corner. Obviously, we'll be at risk coming down this road, though, as these vehicles have moved around here. I don't think there's any plan to move them all the way up to that junction, no. Oh, 2A4 started firing. Anti-air came in for the Alouette. Is destroyed, though. Takes a shot from anti-air at the back. I think that was a Roland 3 that hit it. And then some fire from the Gepard as well. Stahl still managing to keep just a couple of units in the corner at this point. Working hard for it, but still managing it. Any more commands in here? I don't see any. I would imagine we're going to see another command sooner or later. This command having second thoughts about going in the top corner, looks like. Coming down to the center instead. But Stahl is going to have control of all of this side of the map shortly. Apache back on duty. Very strong unit, obviously. Rockets able to stun down infantry and vehicles. HE bomber coming in for the Apache. Does get the kill, very nice. It's taking fire from the Roland, though. 2 quick shots from the Roland, but now it has to reload, so it will get out alive, that bomber. Strela coming in there. I guess that's to stave off any more choppers, but once again, Stahl is pushing through this point. Still no sign of a command vehicle. I guess he doesn't really need to take it if he keeps the pressure on there, because realistically Koops has to take the center again. Has to neutralize. Leo 2A4 all the way up the front here. Leo 2A3 pushing up as well. Does manage to get the kill on that T80. And I mean, realistically now, poor Koops, the map is looking very, very blue. Koops has just lost a lot more stuff. I think he's fought hard, but I don't think he's in a good position. Been looking that way for a little while, but I think we definitively say once this command's dead, he's in a bad shape. And he's the Leo, gets the kill on it. There's got a bomber coming in here. Not sure what it targeted. Oh, it was trying to target the Feldjäger, but they were already out. Feldjäger running off on their own. They don't actually have any anti-tank, but I guess they're being used as kind of forward recon. There's a guy, a bomber coming in again. What's it going for? I think it was trying to do a strafing run, because it doesn't have any of the big bombs left, the laser guideds. Shot work of the Feldjäger there. Oh, there is another command coming in. Stahl is going to take that point. He has decided to. I thought he might just not bother. Koops managing to hang on in this corner here, but taking fire from the Leos again. There's a guy, a bomber coming in here, going for that Leopard 105. Not a great strike, unfortunately. There's the surrender. Commiserations, Coops. Really well played, though. That was difficult once those big tanks were in. Yes. Difference in kills to losses, but only 1,300-ish in it. It wasn't too bad at all, to be honest. Really well played, though, guys. Let's head straight into game number 2. Welcome back to game number 2. Stahl is on the right again in blue, playing as the Territorial Commando Sud. And over on the left in red, we have Coops playing as the Berliner Gruppierung. Back on 2 lakes. Good spread of units here. Looks like Coops is going to make an attempt on the top point. Also looks like Stahl is making an attempt on... This is really interesting. Not something you see very often is both players going for the opposite side to where they would usually go. Mirage in there early, causing issues for Coops, though. Over at this side, Stahl has got a good foothold in that town. That is probably the best thing he could hope for. Whereas at the other side, Coops has really struggled to get in there. Stahl was there first and was in the buildings, and the Mirage certainly helped a lot by distracting those choppers. Command coming in for that bottom point as well. This was very quick maneuvering by Stahl, and he's got a very good foothold on this town already. Whereas poor Coops is stuck outside of both towns. Less than ideal for Coops already, I would say. This is not great. It's really hard to predict something like that happening. I mean, very rarely do you see both players attempt exactly the same thing. And unfortunately, on this occasion, it just worked out for Stahl. But they both went for the same tactic. Split their forces and send forward helicopter deployment troops to the opposite side of the map. That is really unusual that both would do the same thing. But certainly it has paid off for Stahl. He's +2. Once he gets a command in there, which is on the way, he will be +4. Rocket attack coming in here. Does get the kill on the command, so potentially Coops could get his command in there to take it back. But there are a lot of units in here guarding. Reinforcements are on the way in for Coops, though. Mirage in again. Oh, nice hit for the Strela. Did a bit of damage. Not enough to force it to evac, though. Gazelle cannons being a nuisance here, as they have been for a while. I think they're hunting command vehicles, maybe, or hunting reinforcements. One's taken down by the machine guns there. Second one should go down. It is taking aim at something, though. Oh, that is a very lucky BTR. Another rocket attack coming in there. AMX-10 at the side here. Sneaky, sneaky. We know how effective they can be. It is badly damaged, though. T-80 must have got a shot off on it. Hot 2 here, taking pot shots at the T-80. Misses. Is firing again, though. Nice hit. Does a lot of damage. Another missile going in. That T-80 could be dead here. And it is. 2 good strikes from the Gazelle Hot 2. Still +4 to Stahl. It's very difficult when you don't have control of a front point. Because if you don't have control of the front point, it's very hard to push through to the back point. And whatever you can push around to the back point to take it, even sneakily, like, you know, infantry commander in a chopper, it's going to be very susceptible to any reinforcements coming in if you can't squeeze the point from 2 sides. Gazelle cannons again. Mincing stuff in games lately. AMX-10, 1 pip of health and still fighting. Command is moving in here. Maybe subject to a Milan 2 in the face, though. Is visible to the Milan 2. That's not ideal. Point does switch over, though. Neutralization has occurred. Milan 2 firing at that. Gets the kill. Command is dead. A replacement command on the way in for Stahl. I'm sorry, Coops, but I think this might be an early win for Stahl here. I'm really impressed he managed to get in that town so quickly. It's a shame you didn't get in the top as well. UPK coming in, going for those gazelles. Really helping there. Roland 3 at the back now. Reloading. Hoops trying to do as much damage with those aircraft as he can. Command back in here. +2. About to be +4 again. Finally a kill on that AMX-10. Took a cluster bomber to do it though. Roland repaired. Or rearmed, I should say. More Gazelle Hot 2s coming in. Gazelles have proved quite useful in this game so far. I have absolutely no idea what to do in this situation. On Coops' behalf, I'm just not sure how you can come back from this now. I suppose you could build up a huge amount of forces and try and push your way back in. Artillery maybe to clear this. I mean, it's an expensive purchase, but a Buratino. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Berliners do get the Buratino. I mean, that would certainly clear the town, but it's a big purchase. And it will be targeted down by Stahl with these Gazelle Hots. And if you purchase that, you know, you're not bringing anything else in for a while, so you've got to make it work. More Jaeger coming in. FS Jaeger's always a good choice. Another command coming in at the back there. Oh, that's the command from the top, I think. Sorry, it's from the top point. Another Gazelle cannon. Milan 2's in the Super Puma coming in. I mean, Stahl has this set up for quick deployment. That's pretty obvious. Poor infantry just getting torn apart there. Fighting hard to survive. But I mean, just in terms of units on the field, once again, obviously massively in Stahl's favour. All the recent deaths have been red. That's really difficult. Really difficult. Getting back into a town once it's been taken like that. Always a difficult attack anyway. Never mind when you're on the back foot and not controlling a point yourself. Other than building up huge amounts of forces and then pushing in, I'm not sure how else to do this. But at the same time, do you see in the top corner of the screen what I've just spotted? A Chinook with Green Berets leader moving in. 12 unit squad moving in around the top. There's no air defense there. It will be spotted by the sharpshooter, but I think it will get round there. Aeromobiles coming in here as well. Oh, Coops. I'm feeling for you right now. I don't know what to do in this situation. And Coops is fighting on valiantly, though. He will attempt to get back in here, I think. There's some mortars coming in. Good for harassment, good for smoking. FS Jaeger trying to move in here, but immediately getting spotted by those Gazelle cannons. BMP-1 over there getting spotted by the Milan. Oh, I thought I was still going to hit it there. Rocket attack coming in, getting the unit at the front, taking fire from the Rolands. There is the command coming in. There will be stuff to meet it, though. Strela is there. Infantry command goes down, but the command obviously survives. And immediately takes the point. No reinforcements coming in there anymore for Poor Coops. I do think that, you know, command infantry should 100% die when their chopper crashes. I mean, look at that. Immediately, all the cannon Jagdpanzers coming in the back. I mean, it's so painful. I don't think it's fair that, you know, fair enough if you want to say that some infantry can survive a fall if they're stunned, fine, but command infantry shouldn't. I mean, that's pretty brutal. If command infantry go down in the chopper, that should just be it. They should be dead. They shouldn't be able to cap the point immediately. Poor Coops. I feel for him there because I don't like the mechanic in the game. I don't think that's a good mechanic. That person hasn't had to fight their way there, really. They've rushed in a chopper. The chopper has been correctly killed, and the infantry just land anyway. And that's not to say that Stahl's a bad player for doing that at all, by the way. Just for the record, Stahl is well within his rights to use that tactic. It's a feature in the game right now. I just don't think that feature should be in the game. Stahl is obviously going to win this game. A +8 right now. He's going to win on points alone. Really valiant attempt by Coops, though. He will move his command back in here, but the cannon Jagdpanzers are obviously going to move down for that. Mirage in for the jets now. Back to neutralise there. Still +6 for Stahl, though. Plenty of Fiege Faust in the back there. I mean, that tank's going to be reasonably well defended. The command tank. And the Mirage coming in, trying to deal with these jets. Cannon Jagdpanzers charging down that command vehicle. Coops' assault here unfortunately did fail. There's just so much in there now. There's the surrender. Commiserations, Coops, on that game. That was a really tough one. The fact you both did the same thing at the start, very unexpected. Very unexpected. Normally you see one player try this and then it either works or fails, but very rarely do both players try it at the same time. Obviously a bit of a difference in kills to losses there. Let's have a quick look at the kills and losses out of interest. Gazelle Cannon getting a lot of kills again. Over at the other side, fair amount of kills for that. Mainly 2 transport vehicles though. I think that was towards the end. I mean, I think Gazelle Cannon, just for being the ridiculous unit it is, possibly gets MVP, or the Mirage 2000, I guess, since it did get a good amount of kills there. Good set of games, guys. Very, very difficult second game there for you, Coops. I mean, right from the start, once Stahl had control of both of those towns, that I admire you for trying very hard to get in. I think I would have given up. I don't know how you come back from that, but really, really good attempt. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon for some more Warno.